3, 2, 1.
Oh, how'd you get balls to do that?
Guys, someone just sang a song Yekuti because people are misinformed. Man. Welcome to our podcast, to our very first podcast.
Yeah.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ahmed Tanazani. This here is Kupa and Khan.
Yeah.
We are here with When Gen Z's Chat, the podcast where your two hosts share with you knowledge in a fun and intuitive way.
Can you say knowledge?
So boring. Well, we can call it whatever. I mean, it's our podcast.
Okay. Yeah.
It's definitely our podcast. No one can tell us anything about it.
Yeah.
So,
introduction.
that's what we're doing right now. Yeah, and we're just introducing it.
What is the name though? We have to start with the name.
Nah.
Okay, the name.
Yeah. Introduce it.
When Gen Z's speak.
Oh, we kind of spitballed it. Like we started with when Gen Z's talk, they went to when Gen Z's speak, and we thought, we thought there was no like Gen Z vibe to it. So we then added when Gen Z's chat, you know.
But still doesn't.
Well, we'll workshop it later, okay? We'll workshop it in post production.
Okay.
So I think
what's the whole theme of the podcast though? Because I feel like we kind of established something, but it's not really like something that is matured yet in our minds. It's probably all over the place right now because we're talking about maybe sports, we're talking about culture, what social issues, what else? Just everything, basically, random.
But you see, Kupa, one of the purposes of this podcast is to get information out there. Like I was thinking about how much in turmoil the world is these days, and like how people with differing opinions can clash, and like it's not okay for people to argue upon certain things. Be that sports, Panyaze, Man U, Man City, be it politics, Nyazana, Biden, Nana Trump, or whatever, you know. There's no healthy arguments, of which is one of the things that when we discuss casually, we've always noticed we don't always agree on certain issues, but there's always we don't always agree on certain topics, right? But there's always that notion, Kuti. It's okay for you to come up with your own way of thinking, and for me to come up with my own way of thinking. By sharing those opinions, by actively disagreeing, I think that's where we can get to a better place than if either of us we're just in a bubble. You feel? So that's what the podcast, I feel, is about. Okay. So we bring the top issues to the ground, to the table. And we told Tsenga, it's a good Tsenga.
And then just another thing, maybe it'll probably be, I don't know, maybe there's not that much podcast in Zoom right now. And I don't know, I kind of like podcasts like that. And like the only problem with podcasts that are in Zoom right now, maybe there's that one, I think when Trevor talks, which is some other middle, I don't know, old aged man busy talking to older people. It's kind of boring.
Sass right there, but it's fine.
And then there's this one, the DJ Ola one, but I don't get. Yeah, it actually kind of has a vibe one. He has a vibe. Actually, that one, I think maybe that one is a podcast we can say is actually proper in Zim right now.
Now you see, a lot of these podcasts are targeted towards the older audience.
Yeah.
Then there's nothing out there that's really there in Zim at the moment that's really like, you know,
fun and interesting.
Like by the Gen Z, for the Gen Z and the millennial, of course. You know, ones where we don't take ourselves too seriously, you know, where we just go along and chat about it.
Yeah. So if you're listening, this is directed to you. Right?
Yeah, I think
we're still starting. We don't even have any views. Listeners, what viewers?
The views, man.
Whatever. Viewers, listeners, whatever that is. Yeah. So support us.
Don't think about the views. Those will come later. We'll just we'll we'll figure it out later. If we have to pay people, we'll pay them. I'm joking. I'm completely joking. No one's getting paid.
I'll pay them.
No. That is a bad idea. Okay.
Right.
So I think we should just let's just have a moment of like, what do you call this? Introductions, right?
Yeah, introduction.
Where you introduce yourself. You know, who is Kupa? Where does Kupa come from? What is Kupa all about? You know, what are some of the fun aspects of Kupa? You know,
Okay,
just let them know who you are. You know.
Where should I start?
No, start with your name, man. Start with your name.
Anyway,
man.
okay, sure, it's okay. My name is Kupa Kwashim. I won't say my surname, but yeah. Okay, so yeah, my name is Kupa Kwashim. 17 years old. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have said that.
No, why not, man?
What else? A male, maybe. Yeah, that's what. I'm a law 6. We're starting this in 2024.
Yeah, 2024 December.
So I'm 17 right now. What else? I'm single. I've
okay, that you
single.
didn't need to say, but it's fine. It's okay.
I've been single for way too long, and you know, if you want to, maybe if you want to eat it up, you know, just slide into my DMs.
Sure. They have your number for some reason.
You look for it, so I can see like who's actually like serious enough to actually date me. Yeah, because if they actually look for it, then
it's
like,
funny you should mention that. Do you remember one of the stories that we have to talk about today?
Oh, the dating.
This is a conflict of interest.
Alright, it's okay. Now that's something else to talk about later. We'll talk about that later. That should be a bullet aside. That's the super
the crux of the issue. Yes.
Okay, yeah. What else? Okay, what else can I say about myself?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I live in Harare, so you know, if you wanna link up, you know, can do some link ups in Harare. Yeah, and I'm Scanzo though. I'm actually a good guy.
That's what they all say, but it's fine. Man. Are you done?
I think that's it basically. Oh, maybe I should say this. You know, if I had to say this, right? You know, I'm also a God-fearing Christian. You know, yeah. So you know, I'm a good guy. That's one thing you need to know. Yeah. That's
Okay.
all.
that is an interesting view. At least you get to know your host. Yeah. My name is Ahmed Khan Asani. I am not uncomfortable.
Muslim.
Man, I'm not Muslim. You know
Right,
very
okay,
well.
Fine, continue.
I am SDA. Anyway, but contrary to what everyone else who hears my name thinks, I am not Muslim. I am not Indian. I am very black. When you meet me in the road, I'm like the most Shona person you'll ever like come across. I am 24. Actually, I'm turning 24 this January, and yeah, I'm the older one, and yet I'm the less mature one in the situation. It's also I'm also the less mature one, and I'm the wild one. You know, I'm the one who's probably going to be
The loudest one.
yeah, the loudest one.
Yeah, he's also the guy who watches anime.
I love anime, man. I love anime. This guy hates anime for some reason, but I love it. And I think something about me is I'm one of those people who's really free about a lot of things. To the point that some people may find it weird or whatever. But you know, one thing that I like want to put out across there to all the listeners just to know about me is as long as we are able to discuss, to talk about the things that make us uncomfortable, we're able to move on as a species, you know? And that is my general take about life. Like, we should be able to talk about it, to talk about the things that that we don't actually like about ourselves, about the world. That's the only way that we can make things better. I'm also a Christian. I'm SDA actually. Yeah, people.
Oh no, but until you practice Muslim.
Yeah, well, at one point in time, but that's a story for another episode. It's a let's just mark it as complicated for now. but very much Christian and very much a God-fearing person. And with that, I think
wait. One more thing.
Okay.
I just got this one. And share a fun fact. Share
Okay.
like one fun fact about yourself. Share.
What do you mean a fun fact, man? Like,
it's
do you know
weird?
Do you know how pretentious it is to share? Okay, fine. I think
one weird thing. Okay,
one weird thing. One weird thing. Let's see. I think perhaps one of the most weirdest things about me is that it's actually just my heritage. I think I shared it. If you look at me, if you were to see me, my face, you'd think my name is like Takuds or something, but I'm actually 4th generation Indian. Yeah, like I think that's it. I don't know what wild thing, bruv. We've got more like 10 episodes in this. We will delve deeper into this. Anyway, we don't wanna overspill. Yeah, we don't wanna overspill everything. Yeah. So tell them about yourself, Kupa. One fun fact.
Okay, so maybe a fun fact is that like I'm a serious F1 fanatic. Like a motorsport guy. No, if you wanna chat motorsports guy, I'm your go-to expert. Yeah.
Self-proclaimed.
I'm still dreaming of actually going for an F1 race. That's actually one thing in mind right now. Yeah, but I'm an F1 expert, motorsports expert, particularly F1. That's what I have. Then what else? I think that's it actually. That's good enough because if I spill my cool character like I won in the first episode, it will spoil the whole podcast.
I mean, we've got like tons of episodes to go, right?
Yeah.
So I think now we can now start to talk about the crux of the issue, right? We want to
no.
Yeah.
Okay, but
first of all, let's wet the palate, like let's wet the tongue a bit with a bit of stories from our favorite Instagram page.
We don't say I know that like this. I can't. Let's not say it.
All right.
Let's not say it.
All right. Put it in the comments where you think this information came from.
Let's not spill our sources. Our sources.
All right. Fine. But let them at least guess.
But no.
Let them at least guess in the comments. Fine. I won't say.
But I think it's kind of obvious.
Yeah, it might.
Okay. Sorry. Let's continue.
Let them guess. Okay, fine. So we're going to take a few stories about Zimbabwe, about the world, just in general about our current affairs, and have like a chat about it, just to give you a taste of what we're introducing in this podcast. So I think one of the first stories that we have here, Kupa, is the issue of this guy. Listen to this. Guys, someone just sang a song. Yekuti, it's that brown emoji with the eyes, which shouldn't have eyes. I think everyone understands what that is. And shot the video Arim toilet. To win a Betty Remanje ne music e. Bet, sorry, it's BET. Blonde moment right there. That was a blonde moment.
Blonde.
It's the BETs. I won't even embarrass myself by trying to expand. Saka muruguti chinenya iyi boys. Munhu yakaimba nziyo yake. Zveshua, jodoti hangu pane ma copyright issues andiri kutya panapa, but if you look at it, notanga.
Oh, he was on the toilet.
Komana ari pa toilet. And then zita rake handisi kuruona panapa. Hanzi 053 music. Hanzi it's from 053 music.
What's his name, bro?
Chokwadi ndechekuti zvaakaita kapa mukomana akaimba nziyo ari mutoilet. And nziyo yacho ka name toilet zveshuwa. Saka I don't know, like
it was talking about someone was pooping or something.
Yeah. Right. That's the crux of it. That is like the crux of it.
I think I don't know, modern music is just on a deep end right now. Especially I actually heard about this. I don't know, some old rappers are talking about this, and like and Ice Cube and all those guys. They're saying like like modern music is just like on a downward spiral. Because what's the meaning of this? Like honestly, like it's like a little guy and you write some lyrics about taking a dump. Like
you know what? As a person who hasn't really like who listened to the first 3 minutes of not 3 minutes, first few minutes of this song, not even minutes actually,
but you listen to
seconds.
it. What is it?
I listened to seconds
What
of
is it
it
going like?
before we reviewed this because I didn't want to just like assume that's what he was doing. It's actually what he's singing about. So one thing that I realize about modern day music, especially with things like this, is that people are now doing it for the shock factor. It's no longer about
it's not even about shock
yeah.
factor, bro. Okay, no.
Yeah, like,
some of it is not even shock. Some of the music is just rubbish.
well, yes, rubbish. I do not disagree. I do not disagree because I'm one of those people who thinks that music should have a message, right? A message which can impact someone. But now when it comes to such things, where and you know what's the backdrop is that I'll take songs from like The Weeknd, from like those top G's.
The Weeknd. Who's the top G?
He's one of the world's top artists.
Okay, alright. He's the top G.
Yeah, he's one of the top G's. Do you see one of the backdrops of this music, and is that whilst these guys are just making music, they don't understand the consequence that's there. Because especially these days, I'll just take an offshoot here. People will be singing about sex, a lot about sex, a lot about drugs, a lot about violence, and then
is it not just
people when people hear those lyrics, honestly speaking, it's been a point of debate that people adapt characters from that music.
But it's actually not everyone though.
Yeah, it's not everyone.
Because like
all things
actually
equal,
some artists
it's not.
they'll be singing about they maybe stopping all the gang violence on the whatever.
No, it's true. But when the music is not about the message, right? When the message is just a matter of, oh, we're sounding cool, and it's not something that the artists themselves believe in. It creates this rift where the artist is singing about something they don't believe in, but then the listeners are taking something from that, And for example, I don't know about this guy's poop song and who's actually listening to this.
Taking a dump. Actually, I want to see how many streams he has.
I don't know about streams, but he's got a lot of comments, bruh. He's got a lot of comments. He's got a lot of comments. I think if you listen to one of these ones, Anzi ikunaka song yacho. It shows you where our people are in this day and age.
But it's not everyone. Probably maybe it's just
okay, but then listen to this one. Chinondi boerama songs akadai anogona kutoita hit song.
You
see, these are the hit songs.
It reminds me of the when I got high. You remember that when I got high when I got
oh yeah. That guy was probably like just
and actually like made like I think it like went up like 500 mil like
yeah. You see, people listen to this a lot, and then people also like Zunongo
Afro Man, exactly. It's called Afro Man.
Yeah.
That's when I got
how many? Ask yourselves, how many people actually get high to that song? I don't know either, but it must be a few. It makes you
think of like Snoop Dogg. This whole smoking thing. So he did this other thing, like a stream with gas in it. Like so they got into like a van at the back. So it's called like is it called like a boiler room? Is it something like that? So basically, like they smoke blunts, like they give each other like a time of smoking like weed in the car, and they close all the doors usually, like block all air outflow. So they do it until the last man standing. Because like it will be too much smoke in the like you should like actually I think maybe let me show you the video.
At some point, you just ask yourself,
'Cause-
why is this content? I mean, sure, you can
No,
blame the artists.
no, because Kai
But there's an audience.
He does the whole streaming vibe, so like people will be watching the streams.
Yeah, the fact is, he's making content for someone who's going to like it.
Okay, yeah,
There are people who like this stuff. There are people who are driving it forward.
Okay, can as an individual who actually lives in the real world, it's actually now abnormal for you not to be taking weed. No, like for real. No,
me.
But actually for real, like it's sort of abnormal that you actually haven't taken weed or something like that.
But no, you know what? Here's the thing. The issue about, especially when it comes to a weed, is that it's a perceived norm. You feel? It's something that people think is normal.
Yeah, it's okay.
Because for example, I can tell you, Kuti,
those two niggas.
Yeah, and also like there's so many stories about. There's so many directions we can take this. Where you can see Kuti, America right now is legal. Some states are legalizing weed, and they've some really interesting arguments.
But it's some.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, the issue has never been Kuti. Nziji. It has never been is weed normal or not?
It's not about legalization, but weed is in circulation.
Yeah. All right, they do circulate it, but I feel like
don't say they do circulate it. It's in circulation.
It's in circulation. I don't understand.
Because I think people have people can just grow it and then try it by themselves.
Yeah, and Rambe, but our question here is on. Is it something that people as a society should be, what do you call this? Should be considering as normal?
Yeah, of course we would want to make it normal.
Because it has real consequences.
But like we're having like this whole trend back, and I don't know. I read something about smoking is getting back into trend or some shenanigans like that. Because you know how smoking was like normal, like in the early 90s. I mean, actually early 20th century. Yeah, those are the days, and now Marlboro, when they were making a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
So there was a decline, and I don't know. A researcher is saying that like it's actually going back up right now.
Yeah, because people are misinformed, man.
No, okay, no, people know.
Yeah, no, listen.
Yeah, sure.
People smoke because they think it's cool.
Dog, then it brings us to the vaping stories.
Yeah, like people vape because they think it's cool, but there's nothing aside from flavoring and nicotine in that. And in fact, if you see the long-term effects of that stuff,
okay,
man.
The whole vaping one, I think, like the whole issue about this is my chemical and all the shenanigans, right? I don't know. People should just relax, man.
Yeah, like
take it easy.
Can't you live your life without that stuff?
First of that, the whole entity that was like, oh, breathe air. Yeah, but he was valid. I don't know, but okay. you are saying
we're going to entertain now.
Yeah,
it's fine.
But he smokes my like Cuban cigars and other stuff, and you're saying that like. I actually breathe in not those like chemicals in the vapes. But then like after that, I think some people asked them like why do you take your Cuban cigars? And I was like, if I take Cuban cigars, it makes me look scary. It makes me look like a mafia boss. But that gave me but also I felt like that was a dumb argument.
Yeah, look. We're going back to the same notion, Yeguti. These people do this stuff because they think it shows them in a certain light. People take weed because they think that it makes them look cool, probably in front of their friends, probably when they can brag about it. People take weed. People will take cigars, cigarettes. Those Juul type. Do you know what Juul is actually? Juul is a company. It's an e-cigarette company. It's actually still in operation. Yeah. It's actually a worldwide thing. Juul is in JUUL. It's actually got a lawsuit. Do you know why? Because it advertised its e-cigarettes to minors.
Minors.
Yeah.
Oh, as in minors, as in like
Yeah,
under
yeah.
18.
Because you have to understand the vast majority of vapors are people underneath the age of 18.
Is that true, dog?
Yeah. Check it. Look it up.
Even right now,
Look it up.
I've seen some Indian Balis taking.
No.
vapes and all
I'm
that
not
stuff.
saying they are the entire like consumer base. I am simply saying that the vast majority of vapors are
Okay, yeah, it's
underage.
kind of valid because like okay,
Because those are the ones that think it's cool, man.
yeah.
But
I know,
me at this age, I can't be thinking that vaping is cool because I know what it is.
Yeah, but I get that. But still, people are still vaping now.
No, people vape. Don't get me wrong.
Over all ages, bro. Wait, but
Over-
actually, no, but I think there's a whole issue. I don't know how I have not yet still delineated these two, shisha and vape. What's the difference though?
Bruh.
I'm gonna look dumb.
Okay.
This is
Let me
I'm gonna sound dumb.
Let me try to explain as a person who actually has never done either.
Yeah, good.
I really haven't.
Stop the cap.
I honestly
Stop
haven't.
again!
I honestly haven't. Do you know why? Because at some point I realized that some of these issues, like, you have to pick your own side. Especially when it comes to drugs, it's never been an issue. I've never had an issue with drugs.
Stoner friends away.
No, I had stoner friends.
Double
Actually,
the
think about it. I had stoner friends once. He's right, actually. In high school, I had stoner friends. Really, like, people were really deep into weed and booze and stuff. And I spent most of my time with them. You know why? Because I thought it made me look cool. But then I could never really take it for that reason. It was because, like, I knew that my mother would smell it off me if I ever took it. It's like I didn't want to get
it out of fear.
Yeah, it was out of fear.
Yeah.
It was out of fear. I'm shameless about that. However, after high school, I got multiple chances to actually have such a level of energy, of exposure. Yeah, but I didn't. You know why? Because I had defined it for myself. It's actually not just weed. I don't do alcohol. Mainly because it's a church thing, but also because it's a personal thing. I don't do drugs at all because I am personally afraid of what would happen if I would take them. I'm a very hyper person. Imagine hyper plus a boost. No,
honestly,
I don't have that.
I don't know.
You know,
especially with like issues of health right now, I feel like people should really just take it serious, especially like our generation, because like there's just a lot of stuff that could like mess up with your health. But I don't know. I'd probably sound like I don't know, like I'm a weird person. But yeah, I'd say I was like, yo, actually,
no,
like,
man, it's
people
true.
should actually like take that stuff.
It's
serious.
true. Take care of your body, man. I mean, like, you don't see what this stuff does to you after 5 years, after 10 years. That's what you don't see when you're doing it right now. But you know what? This conversation can be a rolling one. You feel we can have it further in further iterations of this podcast. So we don't have to actually get deep into it right now. So I think to all our listeners, just comment give us your feedback in the comment section on which parts of this drug conversation you want us to dive deeper into next, because what I've seen is that we tend to, when it comes to such things that are considered as quote unquote shameful in the society, we tend to try to hide it. What the reality
can you
is.
say it's shameful now?
Yeah, it's very shameful, my guy. It is very shameful.
No, look. For other people, it looks like shame.
No, for other people.
I think the shame.
Are you part of this demographic, sir?
No, wait, because for the shameful part, I think maybe is the whole rehab situation.
Yeah, like you can get really addicted to this stuff.
And addiction dopamine maybe you could.
Wango, addiction is people who get addicted are people who actually, like, are people who actually started out with a small dose. Phil, it has to start somewhere. But anyway, all I'm simply saying is that put it in the comments so that we can dive deeper into this drugs issue. It's actually a very important subject in this day and age that we can discuss. I think it's very important. It has profound impact, but also it's also just an interesting topic because a lot of people want to hide such things.
But okay,
it doesn't help.
I was gonna say something bad, but I don't know. Let me not say that. I know, but actually, let me say it.
What are you gonna
if
say?
you do get a vape, don't get a cheap quality vape.
Well, I do not know this boy. I do not know him.
No.
I do not know him.
Apparently, Anzi, like the cheap vapes, like they have like I don't know dangerous chemicals. So if you do it, actually can't. No, just don't do it.
Don't do it, man. I mean, like, don't.
Sorry
do
for
it.
saying that. Don't do it.
Don't do it, man.
Don't do it.
Don't do drugs, honestly. So
abstain.
Abstain
From everything.
Look, now we came from music and then we got into drugs. Wow. I'm saying we got into drugs.
Huh? Is it this one?
This one. Okay, let's get into our next headline.
Is the one?
No. I don't know if I can say this on a podcast.
Well, let's go to the proposal. Man.
All right. I mean, I think we've gone a bit deeper.
To the daddy,
yeah.
Remember that daddy.
Guys, we need guidance on this one for everyone who's listening. We need guidance.
That daddy. Ladies and gentlemen,
right.
This one.
So ladies and gentlemen, listen to this. Listen to this.
Listen to this one.
So that ma read. Okay. So ladies and gentlemen, she finally did it. And on the post, it shows the lady, lovely lady,
the lady was desperate, man.
She was kneeling. She was kneeling. She was on one knee, and she was proposing. And I'm like, okay.
Proposing to a man. Yeah. It is.
Okay. Let's think about it.
Kneeling down to propose to a man. How long does it even take? But no. As a man, okay, look, maybe some people are gonna go like you probably don't have any dating experience. But actually, though, as a man, how do you have do you not see it? Like, can you not feel the chemistry when you see it? Like, this is actually like about to happen.
And then it's like this guy said yes, right? But why didn't he propose first? Why did he propose first? Why did she go to the lengths of actually getting down on one knee? And why is there a picture of it? Guys, I'm thinking here. Here's my discourse. You are about to start a very, I'm assuming, African.
And we made this issue clear. Basically, a woman kneels down and proposes to a man. And these are African guys. This is probably African people.
Yeah.
Are they?
Yeah, I don't know if they're African, but this is a worldwide issue.
The question, they are not African.
The question is,
I can see some white people in the background.
Yeah, I don't.
That kind of racist, but still.
No. It doesn't seem like it's in Zimbabwe because obviously it's not in Zimbabwe.
But
it doesn't seem like it's in Africa. So we'll just disqualify. We'll just end it at that end. The thing is, is it proper for a girl to propose to a guy? Is it proper?
I don't think it's proper, bro.
Because here's my thinking. You're about to start a relationship.
Okay, but wait. But actually, relax. Hold on. Mm-hmm. Is it proper for a guy to a girl to like maybe ask a guy out?
No, it's not. Let me tell you why. So actually, let me just introduce a story here, and then I'll tell you why. So once,
okay, Doug, he's just asking out like, let's go on a date.
No. Let me finish my story, man. So once there's this girl, right? She was a friend of mine. She she then asks Kuti, okay, this guy I like, what should I do about it? So me, going like me, back then, go and ask him out, right?
What?
Yeah, I suggested this. She took my suggestion. She took my suggestion. She went. Do you know what the guy said when she told him that she had feelings for him?
What the guy say?
She said, "I do not know what to do with your feelings."
Oh, this quite.
Yeah, she said, "I do not know what to do with your feelings." Girl cried. She cried. And I low-key could understand why, because that was like the meanest thing I'd ever heard, ever. I mean, there's stuff which is like, but that was like, And it's one of those things where you really,
but it's just asking.
Where you really think, Kuti.
It's just asking.
All right, let me follow up with my logic. Over the years, I've had a few girls ask me out. And what I've noticed is that as a guy, it's uncomfortable.
That is true.
Because you know what, right? It's like this girl comes to you and then she goes like, okay, I like you and whatnot. But probably before that point, wangosina mbumona or even
or maybe I could
wangosina mbumona, and then she just comes into your view light and then like now you're faced to look at your feelings. And what really comes up for me in most cases is that in the cases that I've encountered is it takes you by surprise, and then it gets you ask a few questions, a few critical questions. Okay, if she's asking me out, like who else has she asked out? That's the honest truth. And why is she so desperate to ask me out?
Okay, but
because it's a guy's thing. I mean, call me patriarchal, but I believe I genuinely believe a guy should be the one to express interest to a lady, because a lady should be the one to weigh the scales. If you know what I mean. She shouldn't give herself away. She should defend that. She should be the one to play hard to, not hard to get. Not hard to get. She should be the one to analyze the situation and then go like, okay, this guy wants me. Am I willing to follow his lead?
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Generally, I would say the guy should start. Yeah, definitely that. But hey, let me say, but we know not add too much flesh on that. No, I'll be putting myself in victory.
Because all right, without going deep into the ground, man. I mean, think about it. A girl asking out a guy. It doesn't work because at the end of the day, the guy is supposed to be the one who's going to be the proactive one. Now, if the girl shows the proactiveness, now don't get me wrong. Perhaps there's a scenario in all of this, maybe a common one, I don't know, where the girl asks the guy out, and then the guy actually goes like, "Oh yes, I like you." Now I'm the one who's going behind the wheel, and now I'm the one who's going to go like, okay, per Valentine's I'm going to get you a gift, per chichichi. Because and you know what I think is that when a guy is asked out,
I think that makes more sense. What you're saying, this probably makes more sense to the guys who we married. We're getting married. For us, maybe it doesn't really matter.
What do you mean?
I think for is okay. Yeah, alright. If a girl asks you out, okay, but no, we not see that. Maybe the nigga was scared.
Scared for what? That is a red flipping flag. If a guy is too afraid to ask out a girl, let the relationship not be. A guy's first trial. A guy's first trial. Kana ane achida baby. A guy's first trial is kuti baby. Audzenya yake une baby. Baby ra wear the scales right. No muda no romramba. Urgona. that is part of the process. If you as a guy,
no.
if you as a guy,
Maybe
cannot
the guy
go
was
through that-
tweaking. Maybe the guy was tweaking.
Yeah, that tweaking is a red flag. That means that the guy should not have the relationship.
I don't know. Man.
No, I mean, you see, I have to put a disclaimer here. I don't know this couple, and perhaps they're the happy. Perhaps they're the happiest couple on the planet. I don't know.
Maybe it's a prank.
No, it looks really real, man.
Anyway, one comment
real.
this girl says, Anzi, this guy, Anzi, I pray that this guy may never locate me in the name of Jesus Christ.
I mean, she gets it. All right, perhaps it's just me like getting to a point where I'm agreeing with someone who agrees with me. Try to read a comment where someone is disagreeing with me. Is there something like that?
Yeah, someone was like, Anzi, you can tell who is the boss.
And that's the thing. Whoever starts the relationship has the initiative. And if the girl has the initiative, what's the point? This is where you get girls complaining about, hey, he's not romantic. Hey, I have to act like I'm the guy of the situation. Hey, chi. You feel?
All right, gentlemen. I
mean, if she proposes, you know what? I think stand up and then propose.
Mira,
propose.
So the girl news done. Right for you. What do you do?
The honest truth. The honest truth is
that... What will you do?
There's actually two scenarios here. If we're in public, I'll tell her to stand up and let's go and talk about it.
Yeah. She won't vumera about
No. Because here's the thing. Things like this should be addressed where they're set up. It's actually this is a non-biased thing.
I think that's a problem.
Think even with guys, if you propose in public, you should be ready to be rejected in public.
I know, but actually,
what stupidity is that?
I do have a problem with these guys who propose in public. I feel like something that's like sentimental, like this guy, it shouldn't be done in public. I think it's actually supposed to be like a conversation you guys are supposed to have, like in closed corners where no one knows, so that like the conversation is actually deeper and then everyone comes to like a certain agreement. Unlike having people preying on your item, like on your relationship and all that stuff, and then also maybe proposing like with someone like in public, you put someone on the corner because I'll embarrass my boy or something like that.
You know, Kuti, I'm going to embarrass him it's one of the problems. But then the biggest problem is that I've seen videos where the girl starts pinga. No, and like she screams.
Refusing.
Yeah, achiramba. And I'm like, on a level, I get it. Because you're putting this immense pressure. Because think about it. When you say, will you marry me to a girl? You're saying, Kuti, I want to spend the rest of my life with you.
Nevertheless, I'm not even...
So if a girl was to do that to me, honestly speaking, in public, I would first of all, reject it. Because especially if Dansina kana interest now. The second, because if I have interest, I'm one to let a girl know at the very beginning that I have interest in her. She's not going to feel that pressure. She's not going to feel that pressure.
That's
if I don't like it, and believe me, there are a lot of potential relationships that have come and gone. That just for one thing, where I just go like, I just let it go. No. Listen. I am not bragging. Okay. I'm simply saying.
I know, you deserve the bag.
I'm simply saying. I'm
giving you the bag.
At this point in my life, I've been at a level where we could have gone that path. But then since we noticed that there were like some things we just let it go. You feel? So I'm thinking, Kuti, it's like that with all women, especially if I'm going to propose to you. I'll be like, I like if I haven't told you blank straight up, Kuti, yo, I like you and I'm going to marry you. Don't do it.
And I'm gonna marry you.
Hey, can I understand but njakurora ka andisi kutokurora ndo chokwadi.
That's a bit too much.
Andisi kutokurora kan ndisina mboti ndikurora andisi kutokurora ndo chokwadi.
Yeah, but that makes sense.
That's at least that's me. Of course, there are other guys who are not like me, but that's my vibe. At least that's my thought, you know.
As a man, you shouldn't be this like a child, you know.
Yeah,
Man up.
I mean, say out what you feel. I feel, you know, like if a girl is going to propose to you and kanonga chimuda, and I'll first of all,
then we also have another issue. Men who force themselves onto women.
What do you mean force themselves?
You sure? Some girls don't like some other guys.
Oh, so
but the nigga keep
coming.
Alright, no, I understand like keep forcing persistence. But there's a point where persistence has to end.
Do you remember Jacob?
Jacob?
Jacob, the Bible character.
Yeah.
Do you remember Jacob?
Yes.
Do you remember that you said you were a Christian at the beginning of this? Anyway, do you remember?
Hey, hold on. No. Let me tell.
Do you remember?
Do
remember?
Yes, I remember talking about that. But let's be honest. If a girl doesn't like you, why do you keep forcing yourself onto the girl? Maybe if the girl liked you, that's when maybe you could persist. But when the girl doesn't, okay, maybe if you can see some signs. But when you can see that the girl doesn't even like you whatsoever, bro, why are you forcing yourself?
No, and then I'm not for the notion of forcing yourself, but I want to bring a counter question, like just for us to think about.
Even to the girls, stop forcing yourselves to niggas who don't like you.
Yeah, fine. Let's just like look at this from a perspective that's not our own. Say a girl or a guy, say a girl is a stranger to you. How else is she going to know you if she like as number one at that chance for you to like show yourself to her? So at some point, I feel like there are some relationships, some not all, where ano uya achingo uya until the girl realizes, you know what, this guy is serious. You feel? And then after she sees that you are serious.
So do you think of the first time you're not serious?
Yeah, yo. As I said.
Wait, hold on. So I trying to say that if I go to a girl who's like top tier, especially like way above my level.
Question is, what is above your level? But continue. That's a story for another day.
Hold on. Okay. Way above my level, like like top model status. If I persist, I should persist just to get it. I'll get it. You think that will happen?
No, it might happen.
Imagine me.
It might happen.
It's not realistic, man.
It's not realistic. You're saying it's not realistic. Why?
It's not realistic.
Why? You're putting this girl on a pedestal. It's not even realistic. You're putting this girl on a pedestal that she does not belong on. She is a human just like you.
She's human, but she's
maybe I'm top tier up there. Maybe my looks. You feel? But this girl is more than just her looks.
Right, of course, yeah, she's a human, but maybe you make me seem like I'm a simp guy. Anyway,
nah, man, I think we've come up with a couple of discussions, isn't it? I think we can wrap it up for the day.
No, we have to finish this one though.
Which one do we have to finish up?
Whatever. I think we didn't even need to discuss this one. I think this one is just a plain story.
Which one?
The whole dating vibe, like why should you date? Like why should you what's called propose to someone as a female?
My conclusion on this matter. My conclusion on this matter.
How do you get the balls to do that?
No,
why do you even find the balls to do that?
Right, you know what? Let's speak realistic. I mean, some of this might just be banter, but let's speak realistically. Probably this girl likes this guy a lot. And then this guy, for one reason or another, which I'm not sure of, he's not proposing. So girl decides, yo, I like this guy.
Already.
We're in the 21st century. We're in the first. Wait. Let me finish
no.
my story.
I want to like maybe like put the scenario in a different way. Imagine maybe it's been 1 year and this guy is probably like, I'm actually ready to propose.
First of all, we don't know how long this relationship.
But actually, we need to do a bit more research on this couple. Though.
Yeah, we need
what
that
they did.
research.
We need
that research.
Okay, we're just scraping on but this couple. But you know what? I think we need CS research because is not Jesus.
Yeah, perhaps. But then again, let me ask you a question. Why is it scary?
Can Murume, this man.
Why is it scary for a guy that a girl proposes? So, alright. So, Urukuti,
we're breaking all boundaries of masculinity right here.
But whoever said that masculinity should be like that? No, I just want to present a counter proposal here. Like,
we're not saying whoever
oppose myself here a bit.
Yeah,
who said?
You're opposing yourself.
Yeah, I am.
So why are you opposing yourself?
I want us to get the full spectrum of the discussion. Because if we can discuss with one opinion, we're not much better than anyone else. What is the core?
Maybe we could give the benefit of doubt for the guy. Probably maybe for the female, right? Sorry, the woman. Yeah. Maybe the guy, I don't know, took too long to propose.
Yeah, it might be like that. It's an impossible thing to get without actually talking.
Anzi, this girl, I started updating that show. Hey, don't watch that show. Updating. So the Anzi, this girl's boyfriend, we were dating for 6 years, and the guy didn't propose for Jack. 6 whole years, bruh. And the guy.
Now imagine you're the girl.
Yeah, so the girl just ended the relationship, which is kind of valid.
She ended it.
Yeah.
So you're saying, so the thing is either she could end it or she
wanted to be a bit patient.
She could bend, or she could bend the knee and ask herself.
No, I think she didn't have the pride to do it, and I think that's actually valid. She did good.
So it's a matter of pride.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's my conclusion on the matter, because I think I've gone round and round in circles on this.
Yeah, it's conclusion.
I think, first of all, I denounced the right to judge this couple. That's not what we're doing here. That is not what we're doing.
I'm judging it, I know it.
That's not what I'm doing, because I don't know them. But I think on the broader conversation about whether a guy and a girl should whether a girl should propose to a guy, I'm deeply of the notion that it's not the correct way to go about it. A guy should not, a guy should be able to walk into this new relationship, new marriage with that, that level of, okay, I'm the one who chose this. Okay. Or I'm the one who started this. I'm the one who showed initiative first. For me, that initial initiative, that breaking of the ice, it's one of those old school things that I feel should be carried over into the new world, where a guy should have that initiative first. Just as a trial to show this guy actually needs actually wants the girl, number one, and then actually is willing to spend the rest of his life with her. Because
generally, I do agree with that, because like with the like in like the circular world, or like whatever religious setting, like generally everywhere it's traditional that the man is the leader of a household. So if the man in such a scenario does not man up and propose or starts the relationship, then I think it's a failure of the whole marriage, right? I'm not a marriage expert, but yeah, that's my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, we could have brought a marriage expert onto this, but I guess that's another. Depending on the comments, we will have this conversation again on another day. But anyway, thanks guys. It's been nice.
Wait. We need to sign off like every lesson.
Yeah.
Okay, so first lesson.
Wait, what do you mean on every lesson? Which lesson?
The music story.
Oh, okay. The first the music story.
Clean up your playlist. Listen to proper music.
No, this thing about another thing is, to all music artists, please guys, understand that you have a responsibility when you create art. You have a responsibility for who that art will impact in the 21st century.
And not only that, Icona is just I don't know. I think that's why this will go. And a lot of high school dropouts are just getting into music.
Yeah.
Hey, stop being a music. And I can see talented.
It's not even.
It's not for everyone.
It's not for everyone. If you're going to be making music about things that are not going to move our generation along, why are you doing it?
In the whole Zimbabwean amapiano DJs, okay, some of them are good, but some of them
it's
okay.
I'm not going to get into that.
Okay, yeah, that's another story for another day. But
then the other issue was on the
of course, this whole proposal thing.
No. The other issue was on drugs. We scampered a lot around that, but guys, do not do drugs. That is our final verdict. Do not do drugs. They are bad. It is not worth it.
Society, they're bad.
They are bad.
People know that.
Yeah. Okay. You know that. Yeah. And let me just put this across, guys. Izvi vaping ingori pressure. Hapana kana chinhu chiri physical chinonakidza over a cigarette.
It's all the mentality.
Zviri musoro.
Anyway, so
okay. Then there was the issue yata conclude. I think my verdict is still the same. Panyaya iga.
We don't need a conclusion.
We don't need a conclusion. So guys, thanks guys. You've been a lovely audience. We've been Khan and Kupa.
No, you can't even
until
hear
next.
The people can't even listen to
anyway, they have to know that we're talking to them. Okay? Name.
It's probably going to be 0 listeners. So anyway, that's it. Me signing out. Yeah.
Peace, people.